I just want to give you a chance to rebirth and experience everything because I'm not crazy.
Rewind.
May contain content inappropriate for children. Well, that's the way I like it. That's the way. So this is a trailer gameplay 4K brought to you from GameSpot for the Callisto Protocol. Why does that title not sound familiar to you? You might not recognize the title, but you'll certainly recognize the style of gameplay that it is, and I'll talk about it quickly after we have watched this trailer. Captured on PlayStation 5, mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. Striking Distance, not the Bruce Willis movie. Pretty good film, actually. Bip.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the dead moon? Dead.
Dead.
Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go.
You gotta let that go, Joe.
Life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth. I just love that last part. Gives me chills every time.
Do you recognize the font? I just want to give you a chance to rebirth and experience everything because I'm not crazy. Now, if this looks familiar to you, if you've played Dead Space, you'll know exactly what I love the first two games. Number 2, with that creepy nursery area you go to and you get chased by a doll with legs sprouting out of it. Absolutely disgusting, but I love that imagery. And I'll tell you what, if you want to know why this bears a resemblance to Dead Space, Glen Schofield, a based as hell dude. I watched an hour-long plus interview with him on Ars Technica yesterday, and he's talking about the evolution or the birth of Dead Space. And he was part of Visceral Studios for EA Games, but then EA Games got rid of them because they're run by retards, especially Android Andrew Wilson.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
I'm pretty sure if a plane crashed outside of his house, he wouldn't care less and would be more interested in how many shares EA lost or gained that very same day. But, you know, it's funny that now EA are giving us a from the ground up Dead Space remake, which makes no sense. There was probably some animosity between Schofield and Andrew Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised in either way, shape or form. But man, when I watched this trailer last week, I thought, you know what? I've got to get myself a brand new copy of Dead Space for the Xbox 360. Sorry, my Xbox One, so I can play it on that, which I did. So a big shout out to eBay there. They did a good one on me. But going through his gameplay is great. And of course, the reason why you know it's like a Dead Space vibe anyway, or harkens back to the architectural DNA of that game. You got the HUD on this guy's back right here. And, you know, Isaac Clarke, you know, he was pretty much a voiceless character in the first game anyway, but he was a memorable character. Just an engineer in the wrong place at the wrong time. Think of him as John McClane without the one-liner quips, the sarcastic comebacks, but I like the character design here. I like the facial beards, textures, really detailed, the sweat pouring down his face. This guy, you know, he seems he's quite terrified about what's going on. But what gives me hope about this game as well is good old-fashioned gaming, man. It's like we don't see much of that now these days. A third-person horror survival action shooter, just told in a traditional way, shown in a traditional way, and I've got a lot of hope for this. It's a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 exclusive. Of course, the best place for me to play this will be on the PC, but I need to get a physical edition anyway, because physical media, folks, you got to preserve it. They say you don't own. I mean, John Campea came up with a very stupid thing once where he said, all these DVDs and Blu-rays and games you buy, do you think you own them? You don't. No, John, you do. You went out and bought them. It's your own physical copy. Do you not understand the difference between that and things online, streaming, digital? Probably not, but hey, I thought it was just a very stupid statement to make because, of course, if you buy something, you own it. It's yours to own. You paid for it. So folks, the Callisto Protocol. Were you aware of this game? Well, you are now. Make sure you leave a like below. Make sure you slap that subscribe button like it's Andrew Wilson's face. And if I were you, I would check me out on my next horrific video, review, reaction, whatever.
In the ass end of space, even aliens watch Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Duke Nukem approves this guy.